This one actually is specifically for Mr. Ogden, so I'm going to throw this one out. What perspective do you feel like you would bring to the board that the Dublin High student representative does not already bring?
The Dublin High student rep is great, but they are not a part of 100% of conversations, every single decision in the closed in the back room talking about policies. And they don't get the same amount of respect as an actual board member. And the big thing is, I've noticed, if you watch the board meetings, the student rep is only asked to comment on things about 50% of the time. So just that 150% of the time bugs me, and they should be asked 100% of the time.
I think we
Sure.
Well, I think Ms. Brown may want to have a conversation with Mr. Ogden, but anyway, the reality is the only items that we talk about in closed session are basically two items. Closed session has to do with compensation personnel issues, most specifically with a district leadership person, or the other issue is expulsions with students. And the reason is the obvious sensitivity of those two issues. Other than that, there's absolutely no policy made in closed session. There's no decisions made in closed session, and everything is done in front of the open thing, where the student rep is allowed to be a part of the discussion. We go to great lengths to engage the student rep in the discussion. They provide a great dialogue, and you don't have to take any of our word for it. It's all on tape, and watch it online. And if you want to watch it, and we keep getting back to class rank, what I would say is if anybody's wondering about class rank, just go back and watch the tape. That's all there.
And the only other thing you can do in closed session is legal matters. But if you watch our student rep and you look at the last four we've had three, but over the last 4 years, you've had Lon Tran, Kate Halbert, who had 2 terms, and now Alexander Brown. They are engaged. They are asking questions. They will disagree. I will tell you, I am amazed at listening to these young ladies who've had a student board reps disagree with adults. I mean, I know at 17, 18 years old, there was no way I was disagreeing with an adult on an issue, class ranking or homework policy, and they have done that. And I give Kate Howard tons of credit because when she disagreed, it was usually with her father. And she did it in public, and she did it in open session. And, so our student board rep adds a lot of value to our decisions. And we listen to them because they're the voice of the student.
Yeah, I'll just echo that. And in terms of respect, we have a great deal of respect for the student reps who take their time out of their evenings when they have a ton of homework and other things to be worrying about, when they're 16 and 17 years old. And we do always ask their opinion, and we always want their opinion. And it is an advisory vote, but we figure the person who's our student rep, they run in an election on their campus, and they are elected by their student body to sit on our board. So they do get that experience too, and they do provide a lot of valuable feedback to us.